Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again. Today I'm going to introduce you some tools to help you build the agentic workflow, and you do not need to code as you develop your own project from zero, because this is a platform where you can build agentic flow and help you complete many tasks. And at the meantime, I'm going to use Taviti AI and Groq Cloud to get the API. As a starter, you can have some free quota to use such API, and it could be useful for you because in this platform, it's called Astra. You are going to be able to link your workflow with different APIs. But my aim here is to try to provide you with a free resource so you can test on your side. And whenever you log into the DataStax, this website is called ASTRA.DATASTAX.com. And after login and select your preference, you are here. So basically, you can click this one, build with Langflow. So you are going to enter into their platform to build your workflow, okay? And here, if you click a new flow, you are going to be able to choose a different template to start the platform. And here you also have very specific templates, like you can create a sequential task agent, or like this one, Instagram copywriter, and so on. There are so many different functionality here. And here we're going to just check some of the agents. Let's start from the basic sequential task agents. Okay. Now once you click it, you're here. It will have some description, like what is a sequential task agent here, and also here you can see very detailed description. Okay, so basically, I'm not going to go over all the description. You can read it by yourself. So basically, this workflow is already preset, and you can see how it goes from the beginning to the end. So one suggestion for you is that whenever you see a complicated graph like this, first of all, you need to know the entry point. The entry point is here, it's chat input, okay? And in the end, you are going to see the chat output. So in between, it will call different functions, call different models, use different APIs, and so on. But you can choose, for example, the free resources like Groq API and also Taviti AI to utilize their model to do the search. Of course, you can also use DuckDuckGo and so on. Where can you find it? You can directly search in the components here. For example, if I choose DuckDuckGo, you can see here you have DuckDuckGo search. Once you drag it here, you're going to see this function where you can use this tool, DuckDuckGo search, to get your results. But of course, you need to have a search query, which is you can fix you can write something fixed here, or you can just direct some of the data flow to here to search for the results, then get output. Of course, you can also call different tools based on the specification of different modules. Like this one is DuckDuckGo. Maybe some functions is not available, but for others, you can add more functions like data and tools and so on. And you can simply delete like what I did. And here you see the default setting is about is using OpenAI. So I'm not going to change the basic structure. Okay, let's just try. For example, like here, it suggests us to use Taviti AI search. So we go to Taviti and we create this new API, and let's copy it and copy here. Okay, so this one, you can always run component just to test it, and you can see here it is yeah, it has already tried, it is okay. And for the models, for example, now I need to use Groq, right? Let me just create an API key test. Okay, I just copy it and I put a Groq API key here. So just for demonstration purpose, I'm going to choose a fast model. For example, my favorite Llama 3.21b. because in my local environment I also use it. Okay, so we're all set. Again, you can run components and just try to see if it works. Okay, if we can link to the API. This is very convenient because every time when you finish a single block, you can just test it right away. Okay, it takes some time. Okay, it works. Okay. I missed one point because from the beginning to this step, so when we want to test this single block, it may trigger also the previous step. Okay, to make sure that every step is tested. As you can see here, chat inputs is also tested, right? Okay, so let's go to the next step, like Yahoo Finance. I think Yahoo Finance is a fixer tool. You do not need to use API. You just use Python to write the code, called package, so it could be fixed. We have the finance agent. Of course, this one I need to change. Of course, we need to use Groq. Let's try 3.2 MB. And also the Groq API. Okay, let's just copy it here. Yes, we can also do the test. And meanwhile, we can take a look at the right-hand side. Of course, we can keep on changing it. Okay, you see, the test is already completed for the previous step. Okay, here about the analysis and the editor agent, I keep on changing. 0.2 MB. Okay, just copy the API here. Test again. And here is a calculator. I think this calculator tool is a customized tool. Okay, we do anything else. Yeah, you see it's building, and eventually we are in the chat output box. Okay, let's wait for a second. I think it's going to run through every step again. Before we see the results, you see it's very flexible. In the interface, you can change any components, the position, to help you visualize. It's very convenient. Okay, now it's completed. So at this moment, we have done all the settings. Okay, so let's take a look at the different components. So basically the chat inputs, you can see here, there is a fixed text content. The question is, should I invest in Tesla stock right now? Please analyze the company's current position, market trend, financial health, and provide a clear investment recommendation. You can change it. Okay, this is called static edits. Okay, and also here you can see this one is about prompt. Okay, this is chat input, but this one is prompt. Usually in here is more or less like a system message. Okay, you feed into the large language model. It will have more specifications and so on. So it could be addition. For example, you already have the user input, chat input, and this prompt will give you additional information. Either you can combine it to the input part, or you can, for example, like here is to the agent's instruction. Okay, it's like system prompt. Okay. And here, of course, it can query the information, the process needed to Taviti AI search. Okay, it will call this tool, and we go to Groq, to the research agents. Okay, this research agent will conduct the research based on the prompt of the agent's instruction. Okay, because this is the agent. And here we have another prompt. Okay, in this prompt, it defines actually the rule. I think is similar to the system message. Okay, system prompt. Let's see here. Yes, it's the same as the system agent instruction. Then here we call different tool. We are calling the Yahoo Finance. Okay, get the Yahoo Finance news. Yeah, and in the meantime, let's check here because for the previous agent, our input is one part as our chat input, the other is as a system prompt. So both are fed into the first agent. Then this agent gets the results here, output as a message. This output will be fed into the next agent. Okay, and this agent will also call the same model. Of course, you can change the model as you want from Groq because it's very fast. So we get this input is like a new user prompt, and also here we have set the agent behavior by the system prompt here. So we have two components, and we can call the tool of Yahoo Finance. Then we are going to get the response, then put into this box. This box is another prompt. This prompt will actually combine the finance agent output with the research agent output. So both agents give response to this prompt, and we build up a new prompt. So this prompt will be put here as the agent instruction, okay, as a system prompt. And in this step, we have the analysis and editor agent. We get the new prompt combined with the previous results as the inputs. And we can call a tool is called calculator. Okay, this calculator is specified to perform basic arithmetic operations on a given expression. Okay, and here we set inputs. It could be static like this one. Start the analysis. So we are combining everything happened before and to call the large language model to process the information again. And eventually we get chat results. Okay, now let's zoom out. It's a very comprehensive view which requires you to understand what's happening in each step. So in my view, I think the agents are like the core of each node, and every relationship in between are like edges. Okay, if you are familiar with the graph theory and some part of the machine learning about graph theory, or you can imagine it as a neural network. Okay, we have the new node, we have the edges. So the agents are quite core components, okay, in the flow. And every time we call agents, we need to think about the system prompt setting and also the user inputs. But the user inputs could be the result from the previous step or a fixed one or user inputs. Okay, like we tried in the chat interface. Okay, so basically at this point we have configured everything. So let's go to playground. Once you go to playground, you can just try it. Okay, so let me just try a new session. Okay, so let's check. Let's just copy. Okay, copy this one. Copy the prompt that we set as fixed one. Let's try this. Okay, so I'm going to feed into the static prompt that we did before, and we're going to send it to the playground here. So this is like ChatGPT, right? Although now it only accepts the text information or the image information, right? Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, there are some format issue here. I'm not sure where it goes wrong. But here, let's first check the results. Basically, this section is called agent section. You see the first step is finished. Okay, it says it cannot provide the personalized financial investment advice. Okay, but offers some insights. Okay, cool. And when you click, you can see the inputs, outputs for this agent. Okay, we see we have some tools like Yahoo Finance, get some data. Okay, so yeah, it's a structured information. Okay, an error occurred in agent component, stopping your overflow. See below. There is a format issue here. Okay, once we click the agent, we see it happens here. The issue. So I guess the problem is from the previous step. Okay, so we need to inspect. Okay, the previous step actually, let's check here. Okay, so in this case, we need to debug and find where is the issue. Let's go back to the playground for a moment. Ensure this one is no problem. Yeah, so we're here. I think the problem is here. Okay. Okay, I think the problem is here. Maybe something wrong about the tool. So let's just cancel this tool for a moment. Let's try again. In the meantime, I'm going to try something like process, because I do not think this will impact our prompt. So let's try it again. Okay. No, I think we still need to use the prompt. Okay, let's try another chat. Go. Okay, so basically in the playground, when you insert the prompt, it will substitute that prompt that you preset in the workflow. Okay, so here again we have this problem. Okay, I think the issue may happen here in Yahoo Finance. Okay, so I just delete Yahoo Finance. Let me see. So we do not have that tool. Let's try again. Okay. Yeah, there is still this issue. It's here. Okay, let's try another way. So basically, let me try to reverse my action. Yeah. So yeah. Let's try this. Okay, let's simplify some of the system prompts. Let's see. Okay, like this one. I think in general it's okay. Search. Let's check this one. Okay, let's just simplify. All right. Let's just simplify the message. Okay, and then we also simplify this message. Okay, let's try if in this way we can bypass that error. Okay, also this one. Okay. Now I see the issue here. Sorry, I need to reverse the previous two. I don't think we need to change that. Yeah, okay. This one is back. This one is back. Okay. After inspection, I find the issue here. I think it's about here. It's trying to get the research agent's outputs, but you have a bracket, right? So there are two prompt variables. Okay, which is combining the previous two. Okay, so this prompt is actually doing that. Let's try if we can. Let's try if we can delete it directly and feed those two prompts directly here. First of all, this one, of course. Okay, this is one instruction. The other is from research and finance. I think it's this one. No. Okay, so each point only accepts one link. Okay, so it's not feasible. We still need this one. But the issue is that the output of this message may have the bracket. So let's try another way. Let's try to change the model. Let's try a more powerful model. Sorry, here. Let's try this. Try Llama 370B. Okay. See if we can solve this issue. Okay. Now let's try again. Okay, let's try this prompt. As you can see, the latency level has increased because the model is larger. Of course, we call Groq. The response will emerge later. Okay, it has done the analysis. Let's check. First one is okay. Then this one still has this problem. Error message. Request too large for model. Okay. This is the issue of the context window. Alright, so in that case, let's try Gemma 2. Gemma 2 9B. I think the context window should not be a problem for the Google models. Yeah, let's try it. Okay. There is an error about the building component. Well, let's see. It seems that everything has error. It's quite interesting. Okay. Maybe this model does not work. So let's try Llama 3.23b. Try it again. See this one? Okay. There is a problem here. Let's run some tests. Let's see if here we meet some error. Okay, it seems that every component is okay to run, but we still have the issue in the playground. Okay, let's try again. Let's try a simpler prompt. Should I invest in stock right now? Okay. Here we go. Yeah, we still have error at this step. So let's check it. Okay, the first agent finished the analysis. Second agent have processed additional inputs. Yeah, there is something wrong here, and it's not working. And let's take a look. It's about this agent. Okay. So in another way, we can try if we can link the tools to other components, or let's just try to cancel this one directly. Yeah, and we are going to give this to the output. The calculator, let's just ignore for 1 second. Okay, let's just try. Okay, so I'm arbitrarily simplifying the workflow just to try if the issue happens in one of the agents. I mean, when you try to build the agentic workflow, of course, there may be different issues. Either the model is not suitable, either the context window may be an issue, or there are special symbols. And as you can see in my previous attempt, there may be different issues arising during your trial and test. So try different approach to solve the issues. Okay. As you can see here, yes, we get results, but here we see a lot of placeholders, right? Yeah, so there must be some issues during the chat, but now we do not see the error, but the meaning, the output is not very meaningful. Okay, so yeah, please try to test this template. Okay, and now I'm going to start a new one, and let's go to my project. Let's create a new flow. Let's try another template. For example, like this one. Let's try this one, Twitter thread generator. Okay, so here is calling OpenAI. So in this case, we can see we have one objective here, example, to create an engaging Twitter thread that narrates the innovative journey of our Langflow project and so on. Okay, it's very clear. So it just let me see where it goes. Yeah, it goes to here, to a large language model. Of course, we have different tone, profile type, and so on to build this huge prompt component. I think this is just to organize each single part. Okay, so first of all, like this one, thread must be 5 to 7 tweets long, one requirement. Then we have the second requirement. We have the third. Okay, output language setting is English, and so on. And everything is going to this prompt and feed to this large language model as a system message. Then we get the chat results. So what can we do if we do not want to use OpenAI? Let's try Groq. Okay, it's just as we did before. We put input. Sorry, it's not very convenient in this way. Let me just be sure to. Yeah, okay. So this should be the system message, and this one should be our input message. Okay, let's zoom in. Groq API key. Okay, let me just copy it. And streaming. Okay, va bene. Let's try 3.21b. 3.21b. Okay, we're going to get the results, and I think is this one. Okay. I think we have everything. Let's try. Okay, so write a tweet thread. Let's see if we do not specify anything. Does it pick up the original one or no? Okay, it does not specify, so it's a generic response, I think. Let's try to use this preset prompt. Okay, it has already changed. Let me try to find the original one. Okay, now I recovered it. Let's copy it. So basically, whenever you input some message here in the playground, it will change the chat input. Okay, this component will be changed. So let's try it again. New one here. Okay. I mean, in this case, it's about the Twitter message or X message. So the context window may not be a huge issue here. Let me see. Strange. There's no clear update. Let's try again. Okay, for some unknown reason, the flow just stopped. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, try to simplify the prompt. No, it's not working. Let me try. All right, it's not working. Let me try another one. Write an engaging Twitter thread about machine learning. No, it's not working. So there must be some issue. Okay, sorry. I missed this link. There should be when I was trying to recover the original Twitter message here. Sorry, the input message here. I got lost to the last node. Okay, let's try to. First of all, let's try to save it. Let's just drag prompt. Okay. Okay, let's just save it as original prompt. Okay, I did not link it to anywhere. I think it's okay. Okay, so yeah, let's link the text part. So we're going to see the results. Okay, cool. Now let's try the playground again. Yeah, okay. Flow is running. Okay, so because I already chose the streaming mode, you are not going to get a response at one shot. You're going to see that the large language model created step by step. Okay, and you can see you have all the specifications in your previous construction of the prompt, so it's very comprehensive, and you have also the engaging Twitter message. All right, it's quite convenient for you to create such kind of thread. Okay, so now let's go to the project. So there are many other agentic workflow, but whenever you use these agentic workflow, make sure that you understand how each component works. Okay, so let's just take a look at this one about this is called travel planning agent. Okay, so this is I think is another search API. It's called search API.io. I never used it. Okay, I just for demonstration purpose, I just go through it with you. Um, so again, remember the first part is that you need to understand your input and output. Then you can test each component as you are setting up this whole workflow. Okay, whenever you want. And for different API, my suggestion at this moment is Taviti AI and also Glock Cloud. So basically, you have the search tool and you have the large language model API. And for different tools, you have different specifications. You have many choices that you can utilize. Like on the left-hand side, you can specify almost anything. You can also specify the vector database and so on. There are so many tools that you can just drag in. And also you can see there are bundles like LangChain. You have the LangChain tool, or you have the Crew AI tool. Okay, sequential task, crew, and so on. So there could be many variations while you try this tool. Okay, it's very useful. So personally, I think when I want to try some ideas, I could use this platform to build up a basic structure, because this visual tool is very convenient, right? And it is already including all the mainstream tools in the toolbox. You can just drag it here. Okay, like here you can choose model, how to process data, and so on. And if you want to go deeper, sometimes you can also modify the code, original code linked to each component. Okay, it depends on which part you are in. You can try that. And about debug, as you can see in my previous attempt, okay, there are some issues that you need to inspect the agent setting, about the message setting, and so on. So try to make sure that you can pinpoint the issue where it is, and to just update it. Because the combination of the issues may be like exponential. For example, you may have three issues about choosing a small, medium, or large model. You have three issues about construct your prompt. Maybe you also have the issue of the like the context window and the tool calling and the format and so on. So maybe you may need meet many different issues. So my suggestion is that do more tests and pinpoint the issue and resolve it step by step. Change some components. And one last suggestion is that please keep your workflow clear and as concise as possible, because sometimes if you make it too complicated, you will make a lot of time. You will spend a lot of time to debug, to test, and so on. Okay, I think this is a very amazing tool. Please try it. One of the audience on my channel asked me to make a video about building a local chat UI, user interface, and to use different agentic tool, right? So before I go to that part to build another app, you can try this platform to get an intuition about how to design the agentic workflow and so on. Okay, I think this is a very good way to get started. And as you can see, you don't need to do any code like the previous example I showed you. Okay, in the future, if I'm going to develop some new tools in the local environment, I'm going to share with you, of course. Okay, so I guess I have gone through the main cases of using this platform. I wish you like it. Please don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, and comment. Wish you have a nice day. See you next time. Bye bye.